Recording in progress.
Recording in progress. What is up, guys? This is Treehouse, and I am with the one and only Dippin' Blue. We are here to talk about Kazuya in Smash, kind of the Sakurai presents, and also maybe the future of Smash Bros. So, dude, thanks so
Ooh.
much for being in here. Why don't you just like introduce yourself and everything like that?
All right, I appreciate you. First and foremost, I really appreciate you inviting me over to this wonderful, wonderful podcast. My name is Dippin' Blue. Everybody can call me Blue over in my streams. I started off streaming Animal Crossing back in Facebook gaming. Did a bit of more Smash Bros, and I decided to go back to my roots and actually do more fighting game oriented streams. And at some point, Facebook wasn't working that well for me. So, long story short, I had a really great run in Facebook, built a wonderful community there, and now I'm expanding my community over here in Twitch, and it's been a blast so far. And yeah, I'm pretty much excited to spread my love for fighting games because clearly Twitch has more love for it. Twitch has
Mm-hmm.
more, has a more open community for like fighting
Yeah,
games.
right.
So for everybody listening, I play mostly Smash Bros. And Guilty Gear Strive. So yeah, y'all can probably check me out. I usually raid Treehouse right after because like I sometimes when I need to go to sleep now, I'm like, okay, I'm already done doing my usual nighttime Smash streams, and like, oh, Treehouse is on. Okay, let's give this guy a bit of a raid. And the first time, I kid you not, guys, the first time I dropped by on this guy's Twitch, I was like, man, this guy sounds like a pro at streaming right now, man. He's so entertaining. And this guy has been telling me he's been streaming for 4 months.
Well, also, I have to say, when you came in, I was
Yeah.
like, yo, thank you so much for the raid. And then I saw the one and only bold and brash emote that you have on your channel. And I cracked the fuck up. I could not stop laughing. And I love that it's just right behind you in your streams. And I think we were like bold and brash, more like bold and smash and something like
Yeah,
that.
I remember that. And then I was like, I'm gonna pick up on that line of yours. I think I'm gonna copy paste it over my stream if you don't
Please
mind,
do.
because
That would be so amazing. It's
oh my
just
god.
it's so crazy. Well, it's like because you were telling me that you've grown up playing Tekken and stuff like that,
Right,
and I've been watching a lot of
right.
reactions to like pro Tekken players reacting to Smash, and they were just like, I don't really know Smash, but we heard Kazuya's in Smash, Kazuya's in Smash,
Okay.
so
Kazuya, yeah.
why don't we just like watch the video? And they were like, dang, he like they were saying that his movesets from the game look are literally exactly the same like in Smash, which is pretty insane.
Right.
Like that's just crazy how much Smash like puts attention to detail in their games and
I
stuff
mean,
too.
I knew like during the time when Sakurai was doing the whole crackdown
Mm-hmm.
of every character, of every DLC character coming on in,
Mm-hmm.
especially at Terry's. The attention to
Yeah.
detail that he gave for every character, the love and detail that he gave to every character was
Mm-hmm.
absolutely fantastic. So that's why I
Yeah.
really look forward to these ones. And
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I am not a Tekken pro by any means. I am one of those people who I'll be honest. I started with Tekken, but I don't think I'll be ever going to be back to be playing Tekken 7 because of like, I did have a bit of a bad experience playing Tekken 7. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think I'll be picking up the game anytime soon
Right.
because I've been really dead focused on Guilty Gear Strive and Smash
Mm-hmm.
Bros as of late. Sooner or later, maybe once things do clear up over in the Tekken side of things, because
Right.
I still like Tekken. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
still like Tekken. It's
Yeah.
just that I didn't have a good experience when I was playing Tekken 7 back then. But
Right.
hey, we already got Kazuya here in Smash. Smash Bros
Mm-hmm.
is my favorite game. I grew up playing Tekken 3, 5, and 6. That's why my running joke in my stream is like Tekken 7 doesn't exist. The only real
I love that.
like the only real Tekken will always be 3, 5, and 6. Like
Right.
in my heart, it will always be those three.
Interesting. Wow. Yeah, it's crazy because like I remember when the trailer happened for Kazuya, it was like oh no, like he's busted, he's broken and stuff like that. And they actually did like they basically did like a mini presents right after his trailer in this past E3, which was kind of interesting. They haven't really done that before. They'll usually just show the character and then say they have a presents, but they kind of showed off like his technical moves. And they talked about the 10 hit combo, but they didn't say about like how to actually do it.
What's the command?
And let me just tell you, every single Smash player was freaking. They were losing their shit because they were just like, "Are we gonna have to do like shield down, left, right, all this crazy stuff?" And at the end of the day, we just hold A for the 10. We just hold A
Okay.
and we just hit A 10 times.
Actually, in my stream, I was about to like give out 3 gift subs over my stream because I was like, I had that confidence that they were going to implement like how they implemented 2 different buttons for attacks for min,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
So B does not necessarily feel like an actual special button
Mhm.
for min, right? So I
Right.
was like, if they're gonna implement something like Kazuya to be more true to its actual source, A should have been an individual button for punches, while B should
Mhm.
have been an individual button for kicks. So I was like, you know what? Let's put out a bet on my stream. I'm gonna give
Right.
out 3 random gift subs if A is punch and B is kick. And next
Yeah.
thing you know, the whole 10 hit combo is
I know.
like
It's just
I was
like,
kind of
what?
cringing inside.
I know. Yeah, because then you're just kind of like, you kind of remember, you're like, oh, wait, this is Smash. Of course, it's going to be A hitting A 10 times. But what
Like
do you
I
think?
fucking, it was so funny. Yeah.
It's actually it's I remember everyone's cracking up because I was freaking out. I was like, if someone learns this 10 hit combo, they're gonna get stocks, they're gonna kill. And now every
Mhm.
person, like every single Kazuya player is just doing the 10 hit combo back to back. And I'm like, I can't watch this. Like I need to turn
It's
this.
not even a good move.
Yeah, it's not even a
It's
good
not.
move. It doesn't even kill at like 140 or something like that. It's
Yeah, you can
crazy.
easily DI out of it on the 5th
Yeah.
move.
I will
You can
say
SDI
during
it.
during the
Yeah.
Sakurai Presents when they were showing all these combos and stuff, they really had to put Ness for the dummy that Kazuya was hitting because Ness gets juggled really hard. And I was like, they fucking know
Yeah,
Ness gets
true.
destroyed. But it's
He was
so
designed to be the juggle
yeah, he was
practice.
designed to be the juggler. I'm like, I can't watch this. I can't do this. But what do you
Okay.
like actually think about Kazuya? And like, do you think he's a good character? Do you think he's broken? Do you think he's pretty balanced? Like, what do you think about him?
I like like what I mentioned when let's go back to Sephiroth for a bit,
Mhm.
like real quick. So when I kind of noticed when Masahiro Sakurai does the whole trailer thing where he shows off what each character does, he always really highlights how good the character is. He
Mhm.
only shows like very small nit and bits of where he can be weak at, right?
Right.
So when Sephiroth came out, we were like, "Holy fucking shit! Was this guy fucking
Yeah.
insane?" And everybody was like
Mhm.
screaming. You know how
Right.
like freaking Hungry Box would be like, "What?" and shit like that
Yeah.
over his stream. Like
Exactly.
yeah, I sometimes his overreaction is just so funny. Sometimes like what? I'm like, okay, yeah. He seems a bit strong. He seems a bit
Yeah.
strong. The moment he's dropped, man, was he slow as fuck.
Right.
So
Yeah.
my thoughts on Kazuya, right? My thoughts so far on Kazuya. I've been playing him since he came out. Played him last Wednesday. Played him just my stream just a few hours ago. And I have to say, he is not broken by any means.
Mhm.
He is a good character. He has a lot. He has a lot of tools in comparison to every other Smash character is
Right.
because like every character in Smash is like you get the whole just forward the whole forward tilt
Yeah.
and just different variations of each move, while Kazuya has all 8 for every normal attack, right?
Mhm.
And honestly, I think this is a character that still needs a bit of time to boil in the proverbial
Yes.
cooking pot of the online competitive scene.
Right.
Because one good example, right? I love how let's talk about it straight up. The 10 hit combo. That thing. A lot of people freaked out about it because they were like, "Oh my god, people are gonna die in that last move."
Yeah.
Right? But
Right.
here's the thing, right? I played with Cyforce, friend of mine, amazing Nest main, consistent champion here in the Philippines,
Mhm.
and I tried to I was playing with my other friends before prior to that. I was landing the 10 hit combo no problem. I was like, okay, this could be problematic.
Right.
But when I was going through training mode, I kind of noticed one thing. If you're trying to land this 10 hit combo, it's not even a true combo from start to finish.
Right.
Somewhere in the middle, it just stops at 5.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in the middle, it just stops at 5. So it's not a true combo. That only
Mm-hmm.
means like somewhere in the middle, you can still kind of DI the hell out of
Yes.
it. So
Right.
it's not essentially a good move.
Mm-hmm.
And man, if you overpress A, if you overpress A and you miss, you're in a world of whiff punish.
Yes, exactly. Right. Yeah, that's something I've really noticed too. He's because one thing Sakurai really does in his trailers or his kind of presents is that I know a lot of people look at characters and Sakurai will kind of make them look busted, but I think what he's really trying to do is that he's really trying to show how much potential the character has, which I think is really good
Yes.
too. Because one thing with Kazuya is that, like, yes, he has all these different options, but this is just my dumbass theory, but if you look at CPUs of Kazuya in Smash, they absolutely destroy. I mean, they're doing
That's
combos
true.
after combos, and I know Sakurai showed us in the presents how good this character can be, but he low key implemented like really good examples into the game with these CPUs. Like these are like true combos that Kazuya is doing
I
with these
rem
inputs.
I actually remember like in my little Discord community, someone shared a meme of the whole Kazuya stuff, right? I'm
Mm.
actually trying to look for it now while we're talking. But it's so funny because apparently MK Leo himself had so much trouble with level 9 CPU um Kazuya.
Oh
Like
my
he was
gosh.
legitimately struggling. And then
That's insane.
here's my community taking a crack out of it, trying to do it. Some of them are actually able to beat it.
Right.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about Kazuya. Like probably the reason to why Kazuya is a very sorry. Kazuya is a very matchup based character.
Yeah.
He has so much. The first thing I had a problem with was fighting with Kirby's. The moment I
Yeah.
fought with a Kirby, nothing. This Kazuya is like praying Hail Mary, hoping that he can land something, and
Right.
he just fucking can't. These
Yeah.
short characters are the bane. I tell you
Yes.
not. I kid you not.
Right.
If you're up against like a freaking Kazuya main, you're in a world of hurt. If they're you can give them a world of hurt the moment you pick something short.
Yeah. That's the thing too. Like I remember some Kazuya did like neutral B to me and I was just standing there and I wasn't shielding. I was just open and I was Ness and it just goes pew just right over
Oh,
me and I was like it didn't
Ness
even
is
hit
that
me.
short too?
Yeah, he's that short too. Like so
Fuck.
there it's pretty crazy because even in the presents, like they made his recovery and his jump not look too good, but it was because they were like, oh, he has a very short jump, but then they showed his like second jump and his up special, and I was like, dude, he's got good recovery. He's not fast, but he's
Mhm.
definitely not broken or busted. But I think if you put him
I
in the
don't
right
think so.
hands of someone, then it's really good because I think Kazuya is also a really good example of how balanced the game is. But
Very true.
it's a very Smash is just such a it's very different than other fighting games because like the whole
I agree.
debate of a fighting game and not that's whatever, but I'm just saying it's just so personal and you don't need combos to get stocks, like you don't need combos to win,
I agree.
right? Which is
I
great,
agree.
which is really unique from any other game. But
I agree.
I think I personally think there's going to be a Tekken player that picks up Smash, chooses Kazuya, and just absolutely destroys people. I'm waiting for that to happen. Like him win a
It-
tournament or something.
Here's the thing, right? So speaking with the experience of like playing at least a little bit of Tekken 6 back then, and when I picked up Kaz for the first time, I love how he did legitimately feel
Mm-hmm.
exactly like a Tekken character.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sure, he's playing in a 2D environment, but remember, we had Kaz in a 2D fighting game way before Smash.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had a game where Kaz fought Pac Man, Mega Man, and Ryu, and that was Street Fighter X Second. right?
Right.
So I tried to like apply the whole idea that he is going to feel like a Tekken character while at the same time feel like a Street Fighter character in the same time.
Mm,
I would
yeah.
probably say not anymore when I was playing him in Smash.
Right.
Because man, does he feel I'll admit, he's a fun character. He's the reason why the same reason why I picked up Terry, because he's so fucking fun.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I feel a little bit betrayed by Sakurai because I remember during the presentation he said that after side B he can still use up B,
Mm-hmm.
and that's not true. I think there was like a last minute patch because after side B you're dead. You
Mm,
can't use up B anymore right after. So I was like,
right.
okay, that's a bit of a problem. And
Right.
I think that was okay because out of all of the characters in Smash, Kazuya probably has the most amount of kill confirms.
Yeah. Right.
Like most
Dude.
amounts.
Yeah, it's insane. Because even his, even just a regular up smash, it hits like from the back. Like it's like the hitbox for
Yes.
that is huge. Like he has really good moves that you wouldn't think would kill in different ways. And I don't know exactly when we're gonna see like a really good Kazuya player, but I think like you were saying earlier, it's definitely gonna take time. I know people are labbing the heck out of him right now. But I do think he could potentially be like a top 15 character for sure too.
I actually recall that someone already found an infinite
I think I
on
saw that too.
Kaz.
I didn't
Is this
watch
the
the
one with
video.
the side B? This was side B, short hop to footstool, then side B again
Mhm,
on the other
mhm.
side.
I know
That was it.
exactly what you're talking about. That's just insane. Like I know people are saying Bowser's the best heavy, but now I think there's some competition. Like,
I
right.
agree.
It's just
I
crazy.
agree.
But what you were saying, I really want to talk about that too. It's like the Sakurai presents and stuff as well, because dude, that
Mhm.
presents was, in my opinion, one of the best ones he's ever done. Because it's just crazy. We got like usually what they do for presentations is that they show the Mii's and then they talk about the character and stuff like that. But they spent such a long time talking about Kazuya's combos and everything. And then they went straight, they ended with the Mii's. They said, here's Dante, here's Shantae, here's Skyrim. That's it. See you next
Yeah.
time. And I was like, geez, they're just going out here deconfirming people like crazy.
Right. Um, I even remember I even remember when I was doing my presentation over my stream, right? I was like,
Mm.
when I saw Rebellion, the sword of Dante show up, it like just ran in the middle of the screen, like fuck.
I
Like,
know. It's like what's that meme with Dante? It's like, what the hell is this? And it's like some
yeah, what the hell is this?
yeah, and it's like some me costume of Dante. It's so
I loved it. And then I even remember back then when I was in Facebook, like I had this one viewer who kept like every time I show like these who's the new Smash character, and like I remember it was like Minecraft Steve was being shown, and he was
Mhm.
so mad. He was like, "Damn it, not Minecraft Steve! Did you get something as cool as Dante?" And I'm like, look at us
Bro.
now, dude. We live in a
Bro.
society.
I know. Yeah, we live in a society. It's just so I mean, I think personally, like Steve gets a spot because it's what, like the best-selling game of all time, Minecraft or something like
Yeah,
that.
I honestly believe he's like the representative for indie game devs.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What is it? I think Shirgia, oh, I can't talk today. Shirgia Miyamoto was saying that like every game was once an
Uh,
indie game. So I was just
I
like,
agree.
that's true, but and I feel like Minecraft is like it's just gotten to that point of like everyone who sees it may not like it, but they know what it means. But it's like,
Exactly.
but I was blown away by like them just revealing all these Mii fighters, and I do like that they buffed the Mii's too in this patch, because this is my crazy conspiracy. I feel like Nintendo like are
Mhm.
paying so much money for these third-party Mii costumes, and no one's playing the Mii's. And I feel like they were like, maybe we should buff the Mii's, and then people start using these third parties. and then actually we can actually
Right.
make money.
That's true. That's true. Like the only last me costume I've ever purchased, I only actually did purchase only two things. It was Minecraft Pig because fuck, I needed it for the memes,
Right.
and Sans.
Yep.
That was literally the only thing because I wanted Megalovania in my playlist. I wanted Megalovania in my game list.
Dude, that's so
I just needed
cool.
that.
Yeah. You need
But yeah,
I still can't believe it's in, to be honest.
right. That's so funny though. Like I fucking almost cried in my streams laughing. The fuck, it's not. And then right after Shantae shows up, like, no, all the fans are
Yeah.
mad now.
Dude, what is it? I saw the funniest fucking tweet, and it was like this person
Uh-huh.
like tweeting just like every second of the presents, and it was like Dante gets revealed, and they go ha 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 ha, ha. And then like the next tweet they do is of Shantae, and they're like no, and I'm like you deserve that 100%. Like that's just
You don't deserve to laugh on that.
I know.
Your dreams are broken. Shantae will never be in Smash.
Right.
Only as a me.
Exactly. And it's so crazy because I feel like Kazuya was like personally, I feel like he was a Namco Bandai rep was long overdue. I feel
I
like as
agree.
well because we had Pac-Man in Smash 4, and which I mean like back then, like before Cloud and Bayonetta and Ryu and everyone, like even in Smash 4 it was like, oh my gosh, like now I mean we've had Sonic and Brawl, but now we have Pac-Man, now we have Mega Man with Mario. Like this is absolutely insane. It can't get like any bigger than this. But even through the
Mhm.
first Fighters Pass and all of this DLC for the past four characters, you think we'd get at least multiple Namco Bandai reps, but
Right.
isn't that weird?
That this is the only time they actually popped out with another Bandai Namco rep, right?
Right.
It's pretty. It was. I did not expect Kazuya to show up. Period.
Yeah.
Like, like
Right.
whoa, holy fuck!
Yeah.
Ganondorf is dead, being thrown out of the cliff. And I
Right.
love how it. I love how. Let me just say, when the release was shown, right? I fucking
Mhm.
loved how everybody from the fighting game community just started memeing the fuck out of the whole cliff thing, to a point that to a point that I'm part of this FB group called FGC Salt Posting. I
Love
love
it.
this group to bits, right? So they made this meme. Everybody was like showing like memes of the Kazuya throwing each other out of the cliff, and I'm like,
Mhm.
y'all don't remember Jax's ending story in Mortal Kombat 4 when and he was like grabbing what's his face? Forgot the name of the character, and it was off the cliff. And then he
Uh,
was like, "Wait, you're from wait, Jax, no, you're not, you can't kill me. This is brutality." And Jax is like, "This is not a brutality. This is a fatality." And I'm like,
yes, I love
fucking
that. I need to look. I've
fucking
never. That's so funny. I've never seen that. I have to look that
oh my
up.
god. If you want like a good time just laughing out of really, because let's be real, like Mortal Kombat will always be a fighting game I just can't take seriously
Right.
because how weird the story was. Look up Mortal Kombat 4 um endings to all
Right.
of to everything. Holy fuck, you're gonna have a whale of a time. You're gonna have a whale of a time just
That's
trying to have a
amazing.
laugh.
Dude, yeah.
It's just so good.
I'll definitely check it out. And I mean, I
Definitely.
mean, I don't know anything about this at all, but like the whole, because I've been trying to wrap my head around it. I know some other Smash people too, like with the whole Kazuya and Heihachi thing. So that scene from the Smash trailer. So is
Mhm.
Heihachi Kazuya's dad? Is that is that
Okay.
story lore or
Wait. Yeah, yeah. This. Let me give you like the best. I wouldn't say TLDR. I might as well just drop the whole thing, right?
Mhm.
So Kazuya is the son of Heihachi
Mhm.
Mishima. Okay, and Heihachi's wife is Kazumi. The last name was never mentioned, and basically Kazumi had like this thing called the demon gene, so
Mhm.
she's kind of cursed, these
Right.
Japanese stories with like cursed bloodlines.
Mhm.
So um spoiler alert for people listening, Heihachi has always been the good guy in these stories. The reason to why the whole throwing thing was a thing was because Kazuya, when he was a kid being trained by his father, Heihachi always wanted to kill his son Kazuya for the reason because of that demon gene. He wanted to end that bloodline as soon as possible because it was
Whoa.
literally a threat to mankind. Kazuya is literally the antagonist of Tekken. He was never like the
Wow.
main hero. The reason to why he was thought to be a main hero was because when he was presented back in Tekken 1, 2, and 3, actually no, Kazuya wasn't even in Tekken 3. In
Mhm.
Tekken 2, you actually kind of get the story that they had like a bad, like Kazuya and Heihachi had like, Kazuya literally just had daddy issues. That's like, and then he had like daddy issues.
Right.
So when he won the King of Iron Fist tournament back in Tekken 2, he was able to beat his father Heihachi. So just in order for him to redeem himself from like all of the fucking abuse that he went through in the storyline, he threw off his dad off the cliff. That's where the whole cliff throwing was the thing.
Wow.
So Heihachi did the same thing back then when he was a kid. Like he was training Kazuya when he was a little kid, and he beat like you know that scene when Omni Man beat beat his own kid or something like that. So it was something pretty similar, and then he
Wow.
fucking so he threw his kid off the cliff, and lo and behold, the demon gene was able to withstand that fall for Kazuya. And then
Whoa.
Kazuya's little revenge arc started from there. So that's like the TLDR for Kazuya.
Damn, that's deep.
Yeah, yeah. Like Tekken
That's
has a
pretty crazy.
pretty fun storyline. It's very straightforward. I love Tekken's storyline because it's not as aggravating to understand like
Mhm.
Kingdom Hearts. Um
I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts fan too, so I
I
definitely
know.
understand. I love that so much. Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts. Took me a while to get used to the Kingdom Hearts story, but it was pretty straightforward. The whole
Mhm.
There's still alternating storylines because you can still play arcade mode and play with other characters. So like, what if this particular character wins the Iron Fist tournament? What does he do with
Right.
the winnings and shit like that? But
Mhm.
every time Kazuya wins, um that's the actual from Tekken 2, 4, 5, and 6. Every
Mhm.
time Kazuya won the tournament, every time Kazuya finished everything, getting power from other beings, other mystical beings, because that's what he was
Mhm.
trying to do in the other Tekken
Right.
games. Was like there was like literally this Babylon giant monster called Azazel. He had to
Mhm.
get the power from that. And then there's Tekken Tag Tournament 2, where he had to get the power from his actual dead wife.
Mm.
So he tried to get all of the power from that. Now, come Tekken 7, you don't finish the game with Kazuya. Oh, wait, you kind of do. But you try. But Heihachi tries to stop him once and for all.
Mm.
So that's like the
Right.
ultimate story. He tries to finish it once and for all. Um, that's how Akuma showed up in Tekken 7, which is
Mm.
absolutely one of the funniest things that I've ever seen too. But yeah, so that's basically, I think that's like the best way I can describe it, as short as possible. There's still more
Right.
underlying details I probably could have missed.
Mhm.
I could be, anybody who would probably comment on this can probably correct me. That's fine. But
No,
yeah, I think that's
because
like the best way.
I've just been seeing like because I've been looking up like some story lore for Kazuya and
Mhm.
Tekken and stuff like that. And every video, like the more I look at it, the more the YouTube algorithm works, and more videos pop up from like 8 years ago about Tekken and stuff like that. And
Right.
I'm reading in the comments, and people are like, "Is anyone here from Kazuya from Smash? Are trying to get information?" And it was like 2 days ago or
Mhm.
something. So all these Smash players are trying to figure out the lore and stuff like that too. But I'm also kind of
I'm
interested
glad.
for Tekken and stuff, is it like has Heihachi been like the face of Tekken and stuff like that, like for all these years, or
Technically speaking, storyline wise, he should have been the main face, like
Mhm.
because he should have been the main protagonist because he wanted to end the whole devil gene thing.
Right.
But throughout Tekken, the faces of Tekken kept changing.
Mm.
Come Tekken 3, the actual face of Tekken was Jin Kazama, which was Kazuya's offspring with Jun Kazama.
Mm-hmm.
Jin Kazama also ended up getting the Devil Gene.
Uh-huh.
So of course Heihachi, knowing this, was like, "Well, fuck, let me kill my grandson in this process too." Like,
Right, because it's
so yeah.
I did hear that the voice actor of Hihachi did pass away, and I thought it was
Mhm.
kind of interesting because I'm just really curious on how Smash picked Kazuya instead of these other kind of reps for Tekken as well, because we got a Heihachi Mi costume all the way back in Smash 4, and then we got the costume as well, maybe like 2 or 3 presents ago. And people were like, oh no, we're not getting Tekken. But then we kind of forgot. We were like, oh, we could always just get a different rep, you know?
Okay,
So
so here, I think the reasons why they picked Kazuya over like Heihachi was because Heihachi has always been like the final boss, one of the final bosses, like,
mm,
or pre-final boss characters in the arcade mode or the story mode. But Kazuya has been since Tekken 1, Tekken 2, 4, 5, 6. He's always been, trying to keep improving his power, absorbing power from these mythical beasts. He
yeah.
literally, on Tekken 5, he literally had to beat his own great grandfather, Jinpachi Mishima,
Mm,
so he can get his power too. So, the guy is just like some power hungry freak. And of
yeah.
course, where else can we get more power? From all the
Mm,
other Smash characters. Let's
right.
go.
Well, I
That's why
also.
the first,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, so that's why I was really happy when he threw out Ganondorf. I was like, yep, yep, that's the first guy who would probably go for it in
Yeah,
Smash,
it does kind
right?
of look like him too. I mean, it also well, that's true. The whole power thing. I just thought it was Ganondorf because it kind of looks like the most resembles, or he resembles the most Heihachi just because of like the hair and stuff like that. But that's so true.
Right.
And I loved how when Min Min was getting thrown off the stage, people were like, "Yeah, Min
Just
Min's
kicks him
dead.
out.
Let's go," and stuff like that. But it's
I love the
also
full thing where he kicks the thing.
yeah, exactly. It's just I'm like, this is
Like,
amazing. Well, it's kind of crazy because I think it's also for Kazuya, it's like, picking him is really cool, but also since the voice actor of Hihachi passed away, I think that's also like a good amount of respect too, because
mhm.
maybe they wouldn't want to use like another voice actor's voice for him in Smash or something like that as well. Um, but I mean, I think he's a Kazuya is a great fit for Smash too, because if you have Fatal Fury and you have Street Fighter, you kind of need Tekken, like especially since
Yeah,
it's made by Namco Bandai. So it's like people are like, oh, are we gonna get like a Soul Calibur rep now or something like that? And
I would love that
I'm
though.
like, bro, we already got Link, so it's like,
Oh fuck! Right, he was in the
yeah,
GameCube.
yeah. I was like, that's
Yeah.
just insane. And also, I think in some Tekken game, Kazuya had like a Link outfit or something too. I don't know
Yeah.
if you remember that.
I actually was watching Maximilian Dude a while ago on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and he does this like these video series when a fighting game rep shows up in Smash Bros. So he does
Mm-hmm.
like a Terry legacy, like,
Right.
so everybody can be educated to who Terry is. So he
Yeah.
did Kazuya legacy. So on Tekken Tag Tournament 2 on the Wii U, because apparently that was a thing, I only figured that out a while ago. You do have
Ooh.
alternate costumes of Kazuya dressing up as Link. You have Jinpachi
Whoa.
Mishima, his grandfather, dressed up as Toad of all things.
What? Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just
Whoa.
look up Jinpachi Mishima dressed up as Toad. It was just the funniest shit ever. Like, there are a lot of like these Nintendo alternate costumes
Oh
back in the Wii
my
U for Tekken Tag
gosh.
Tournament 2. It's the funniest thing ever.
This is
Jinpachi, Toad.
real.
Yeah,
Wow.
this is real. Like,
Whoa.
there's also Heihachi Mario and Martial Law Luigi.
There's a Captain Falcon?
Oh wait, I forgot this one. I forgot who was Captain Falcon in Tekken Tag Tournament 2.
Wow.
Who was it?
Tekken
Wait, hold on.
Tag
Tekken
Tournament
Tag
2
Tournament,
at Snoop
Captain
Lion.
Falcon.
Whoa.
Oh
Dude, that's
right.
and Luigi. Whoa.
it's it's Brian Fury. Yeah. So yeah, like you can literally play Smash Bros through Tekken back in the day, technically speaking.
That's
So
insane. They also have Bowser as well. And Peach. Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
they had Sheik too, so it's
This
it's
is
fucking hilarious.
insane. Wow. Dude, that's
Oh
crazy. I had
god.
no idea about that.
Yeah, I literally just found out a while ago because this was literally a Tekken game that I skipped. I
Mm,
I did not get a chance to play Tekken Tag Tournament 2. I didn't have a console for it. I
Right.
did not know it was in the Wii U.
mhm.
Now that I know, I probably would get a copy because my Wii U is still there. Probably play it on stream now. Now that just for this random piece of bullshit, I just figured out just a few days, just a few
Right.
hours ago. But yeah, like I'm happy how Smash chose Kazuya because literally he's the one who repped Tekken since day one,
Mhm.
and he's been repping Tekken for the longest time. But it's just pretty cool that you have literally a villain straight up being your first rep for Tekken
Right.
because yeah, at first people thought he was the hero, but now
Mm.
he's the bad guy this whole time.
Well, that's kind of
He's
cool. You can get like a character who like you think is going to go one way but goes the other too. I feel like that's really unique because we're always like good guy, villain, but it's like why can't we just have like someone who's literally like human and like struggling to pick
yeah,
sides and eventually just, you know what I mean? So it's like
yeah.
I just
He's
want
definitely like anti-hero.
yeah.
Uh, so anyway, you were
He's
saying?
oh no, you're good. I was going to say like I wonder do you think they were thinking about putting him in Smash 4 because we got the Heihachi Mii costume in Smash 4, but then we got Ryu as a Street Fighter rep. So,
I have a good feeling that could have been the case
yeah.
because, but remember, the reason to why the Smash 4 roster was that crazy limited was because of the whole 3DS issue.
Mhm.
Remember,
Right.
we were supposed to get Ice Climbers.
Mhm.
We were supposed to get Ice Climbers. Zelda's Zelda's best move down B has turned into its a character itself.
Right.
Uh,
Yes,
God, I
exactly.
remember that joke. What's Zelda's best move? Down B.
I love that.
I love that old joke. Anyway,
Zelda's busted,
so
but yes.
Smash Ultimate Zelda.
Smash Ultimate Zelda I think is she's got some good stuff. It's to a point where people think she's bad, but then you're like, "Oh wait, this game's actually really balanced and I'm getting
In the
destroyed
right
by a Zelda
hands,
in the right hands."
in the
Exactly.
absolute right hands,
In the absolute right
just like
hands.
Kazuya.
Yes.
With Kazuya, okay, so if we're talking about like how good this character is, going back to how good this character is from in terms of like source material, flawless. I'd say
Mhm.
absolutely flawless.
Right.
um Play style, I still want to go for like, I don't know, give me 3 more months to talk about it again and review what we were talking about how Kazuya is now, because I still think he has very much untapped potential.
Yes.
I've seen like because here in the Philippines, right? Tier lists for me are, it really depends where you are. Here in the
Mhm.
Philippines, we consider the Shotos, freaking Ken and Ryu only, to be one of the top tiers here in the Philippines
Mhm.
because we've seen insane Ken plays here. There are a
Yeah.
lot of Ken mains here in the Philippines.
Right.
And now that there's another FG rep, I swear to God, there's gonna be a lot of diehards trying to get these combos in for Kazuya.
Right.
Depending on like zero to death combos, I am sure someone probably popped out with a video of it already at this point.
Mhm.
That's with a character without doing proper DIing. But
Right.
again, like there's still so much untapped potential. The way
Right.
how Sakurai presented this character could possibly be close to the truth. There are some
Yeah.
areas there that are not, probably, but damn, this is character fantastic.
I was very surprised when. So one thing I was pretty shocked at is back if we go to Sephiroth's trailer, Sakurai was definitely teasing about frame rates and competitive play when he was like, Sephiroth's moves is this frame. He goes, oh, I don't want to talk like that. And, is basically making fun of people who are like, this is frame 1, this is frame 2 and stuff. And I absolutely loved it. But then the Kazuya trailer, he was actually, he was saying, regardless if you think Smash is a fighting game or not, which to me was huge because he knows, like he listens, they all do.
Yeah.
But he was like,
They all
Smash is a
do.
very offensive playing game. And I was like, he's only said this for Kazuya. And I don't know if he's saying it because he's going to be a really good character and he's kind of perfect for this type of gameplay or how this game runs.
Right.
So I don't know. I just think it's interesting. Like each presentation, he's getting a little more personal and stuff about the actual details of being good at the game. And I was like, that's
Yeah.
even if it's a joke or not, he's never really done that.
Right. Like if you think about it, he even mentioned a very, very vital, very vital thing about fighting games in general in that presentation. That line really was like, oh my god, he knows his fighting games.
Yes.
He said, you don't need to learn all of these moves, just pick the ones that will work out for you. And I'm like, that's literally every philosophy of every fighting game I've been to, and everybody who's been teaching me fighting games. Guilty Gear, someone told me, just it doesn't matter how much combos you learn. It's about how well you. It's all about how well you land a single combo perfectly. Like you may know all of the combos, but can you 100% land it all the time?
Yeah.
And for me, when Masahiro Sakurai said, you don't need to learn all of these moves, just pick the ones that will work out for you. I'm like, motherfucker, Masahiro Sakurai knows his fighting games. Like,
dude, Masahiro Sakurai knows his shit. And he's a fighting game fanatic too. And he's never been, I think it was in one of his last Famitsu columns he said back when he was developing Brawl, he thought about even making basically a Brawl Plus, or let's just say like a Brawl 2, but with more added content. But Nintendo's not that type of company. So he's not like, when people are like shitting on Nintendo, it's like Sakurai isn't Nintendo. I mean, he's been working at Namco Bandai headquarters for almost the past decade, working on Smash, from Smash 4 to Smash Ultimate now. So, but I mean, the reason he talks about how he used to go to arcade game, like he would go to arcades, play games and all this stuff. And I think, I know Nintendo was choosing the fighters for this pass and stuff too, but I feel like at the end of the day, if Sakurai wants a character in, he'll do it. And I know he wanted Terry in Smash for sure.
I can totally tell.
Yeah, you can just totally tell. I mean, even just the amount, like even he's a total, like even with Sephiroth, he's a total Final Fantasy VII Advent Children fanatic. Like he loves, like even in Smash 4, he was like, and he also has his Advent Children like costume with like the longer sleeve and the shorter sleeve. And I was like, this man is he's just a true like game person,
And he even added the second version of Omni Slash for Advent Children Cloud.
Just perfect,
I was like,
dude.
goddamn, you can totally tell. See, this is why I have so much faith in Smash Bros. Because you literally have the creator pouring his heart and soul into this. I remember like his, that latter part of his presentation for Kaz, right? He was saying like, we've gone a long way, and I'm like, oh my god. And then he's like saying like, this is, we're gonna have one more character left.
How sad.
To say thank you, right?
Yeah.
That really like went through my heart.
That
like,
hit me too.
Damn,
yeah,
that hit me so hard.
It did.
Like,
yeah, it hit me too. And it's like let's kind of I guess just talk about that too. It's like it's gonna be the last character. It's to me, it sounds like he's been working. He said, I think he even said Melee was gonna be his last game. He said Brawl was gonna be his last game. I mean, just even Smash for Wii U. But the thing about Smash is that, and Nintendo, I mean, they look years down the line. Because even for Steve, when Steve was released almost a year ago, Steve has been in development for 5 years. Like, or they were
No
planning for
way.
Steve 5 years. Yeah, he said it in a Famitsu column. He was like, "We've been, Steve has been 5 years in the making," and I was like, "Dude, that's insane." Like we were
Holy shit.
like, think about that. It was a Smash Fighters Pass 2 character they were been working on at the very end or almost to the end of Smash 4. Like they are looking
Yeah.
years down the line. I mean, you kind of have to, but at the same time, like just for Smash, like Smash brings in consoles, they bring in money, they bring in like I would not be into gaming if I didn't buy my Switch for Smash, you know?
Right.
So
Right.
what do you think they're gonna do like after this one character and stuff?
I really think that at this point they're gonna have to retire Sakurai, like
Mm-hmm.
once and for all. This guy needs to take a goddamn break. Holy
Right.
shit. I love this guy to bits. I'd love to like subscribe to his Instagram just to see his photos, his hanging out on the beach. Please, for the love of God, take a break,
Right.
Sakurai. And
Yes.
for me, the Smash is his, like he even mentioned in the cause presentation that this is his life's work.
Yeah.
And for me, I think it's very important that this is this is the last one. This has to be
Mm-hmm.
the last Smash Bros ever,
Right.
because this is this has reached so much milestones. It has shook the ground of like gaming in general, not just fighting
Mm-hmm.
games, gaming in absolute general. Never have
Yeah.
we thought of the day that someone could develop a game so balanced that can include literally everyone.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fighting game people will be like, but there's Mugen. I'm like, but it, I know you can program it to be balanced, but Mugen is literally, it's a fan game. It's you upload your own sprites to the game, and that's pretty much it. But you can totally tell that Smash Bros had every piece of passion to it.
Right.
So whoever this last character is gonna shake the whole gaming industry.
You think so?
I really feel like it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
look, when Sephiroth was announced, when Steve was announced, we weren't ready for any of these characters to show up.
No.
Like, there was no leaks. They were really well hidden. They learned from the
Yes.
past with the whole Grinch bullshit. Remember that?
Oh Jesus, dude. I have inside sources that the Grinch leak is real, and it's just like, bro, it's all bullshit.
It's all bullshit, right? But there were leaks for like Incineroar, for like Ken, but they
Mhm.
learned from the past, and they season pass 1 to 2 really brought really broke expectations.
Mhm.
It really broke expectations. Like
Yes.
the first DLC, Joker, I was like, wow, but I don't know what Persona is. Thank you for letting me know,
Right.
Masayu Sakurai, what Persona is. And then right after that was um Hero from Dragon
Mhm.
Quest. I was like, okay,
Right.
something to appease the Japanese fans. And then you can totally tell by the third one right after that
Mhm.
that Masahiro Sakurai was listening this whole time. We got Banjo. We got freaking Banjo Kazooie right after that.
Right.
And going back to Hero, of course, he was listening to the Japan fans. And
Mhm.
then on the fourth one, he was like, I want to have fun. Can I make my character? Can I make
Mhm.
this character? Can I please just have this one, please?
Right.
And
Yeah.
Terry came out, and that's why his long, lengthy ass explanation of like the origins of Terry was just so passionate. And I just like, fucking, I love you, Sakurai.
Even the
And then
trailer was just like showed like the old, like very old gaming
the Neo
consoles.
Geo,
Yeah, it's just going down
yeah,
and then going back up. And I was like, this man, like he has lived through all those consoles, or at least he knows. I don't know. I just thought Sakurai is, it's very interesting because part of me feels like some of the characters in the Fighters Pass were almost meant to be in the base roster. I feel like, right? Because at the very start, he was talking about how he wishes he could have like a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 rep. Um, but then we got Pyra and Mithra instead of, I can't even remember the other guy's name, instead of Rex. Um, so it's
no one
like
gives a shit about Rex.
no one gives a shit about Rex. Right. Yeah, exactly. Like you can tell he likes Pyra and Mithra. So, but but it's like the fact that like they're in the game, like they're in the Fighters Pass. Min Min's in the Fighters Pass. There were credible leaks back then from Vergabin. I don't know if you remember that whole thing, but he was saying
No.
before this guy named Vergabin was basically getting all these leaks correct about Simon and Richter, K. Rool. He said Smash.
Oh, okay.
He said he didn't know if Minecraft as a character was going to be in the game, but he said he knows it's 100% confirmed that there's going to be Minecraft content in Smash. And then we got like Steve like a year and a half, 2 years later. So I don't
Right.
know if they kind of decided to just put some characters in the roster or for the Fighters Pass, but I know people are saying you could just make more money if you do a third pass, but that doesn't matter, right? When you're done, you're done. Especially with Sakurai,
Yeah.
like this Smash game, like we've been spoiled almost the past decade because usually what would happen
I
is
agree.
like for Melee, we'd get we'd have it on GameCube and then we'd have to wait like 8 years for Brawl, and then after Brawl we had to wait like 10 or 12 years or something for Smash 4, but like Smash 4, we kept getting DLC content. And then we got the Switch and then we got Ultimate. And now we've still been getting content. And he's just been working like crazy.
Right.
He can't even work on like the Kid Icarus game for the 3DS. Absolutely amazing. And like he wants to do other things, but that last line he said in the presents, it's my life's work. I just think that's a huge sign of him saying he's done so much. This like you can't compete with Ultimate. Like you just can't make something
Yeah.
better. And it's like even if you were to do so, it's like it's might not even be worth it. Like if you look at really famous TV shows, like let's say Seinfeld, right? Like they could have made more money if they kept doing more seasons. But the co-creator, even Larry David, was like, I'm just done. I just feel like it's too much. I just want to stop it. And like artists are that way. They need to just
Right.
stop when they feel like they can't keep going. And it's like I think what they could maybe do is that this I truly believe this is going to be the last fighter for Ultimate, and maybe I think Sakurai is going to maybe not retire. He might make some different games or stuff too, but
Right.
he's not doing the Famitsu column anymore. He's been doing that for years, which that's a big sign to me that he's close to early retirement. He also talked about early retirement just a couple weeks ago.
Right.
So, but Nintendo knows that Smash makes the money, and but Sakurai is Smash at the same time. It's like say what you want even about Pokemon, like Junichi Masuda and Satoshi Tajiri. They are Pokemon, right? And it's like same
Right.
with
Right.
Kingdom
Right.
Hearts and Final Fantasy. Tetsuya Nomura, he is Kingdom
Yeah.
Hearts. He is some of Final Fantasy. So
Right.
it's
Right.
like I think Nintendo could possibly make another Smash game way down the line, but have someone else step in. But I just don't think it would be the same. It's a lot to
It
think
won't
about.
be. It won't be. Actually, here's the thing. Like you mentioned a while ago that Nintendo has to start thinking about like how else they know that Smash does bring in the money, right? Here's the
Mhm.
thing. Here's the thing. Smash Bros doesn't need a new coat of paint. Smash Bros Ultimate is the game to be.
Mhm.
How do you make this game throughout its lifetime even surpass years, if not decades?
Mhm.
E freaking sports. I think
Yeah.
Nintendo needs to freaking step up because think about this, right? Evo, everybody knows Evo, the whole fighting game conglomerate of like competitive fighting games,
Mhm.
right? Street Fighter has been there since the beginning.
Mhm.
Street Fighter 5 has been there for a decade. Street
Right.
Fighter 5 has been there for a decade. Tekken has been there for I don't know 5 years already in a row.
Mhm.
5 years being part of Evo. Smash Bros has been showing up in Evo a few times already, but
Mhm.
I think Nintendo really needs to, you know, really needs to own up the fact that there is a competitive scene. They have to take the competitive scene a
Mhm.
lot more seriously if they really
Yeah.
want to like milk Smash Bros out of more content, out of
Right.
more people into buying the game.
Mhm.
Because let's be real, Smash Ultimate the way how these characters are balanced is the
Yeah.
absolute perfect game for esports, especially for fighting games.
Yeah.
Give it. I don't think it's possible for Smash Bros to get something as ridiculous like a rollback netcode. Okay,
Mhm.
I absolutely doubt that there'll be a time wherein it's gonna be as good as like a Guilty Gear Strive kind of level of online gameplay. I
Right.
fucking doubt that.
Yeah.
But come the time when the whole pandemic has already like simmered down, I am bloody sure the moment when tournament starts kicking in, Evo starts kicking in, I think Nintendo needs to grow with its community at this point to
Mhm.
push Smash Bros. Legacy instead of making another game. Because
Right.
Masahiro Sakurai, man, he needs to take a break.
Right.
And if fighting games can surpass years and have this rate of immortality
Mhm.
amongst other games because of its esports scene, I really think that Nintendo just really needs to like, you know what, you guys gotta need to stop doing these whole cease and desist kind of stuff.
Yeah. I will give Nintendo a little bit of credit because I think this was maybe a couple months ago, but they were promoting Splatoon, Smash Bros, and another game at local high schools and doing competitions and stuff. Which would I mean, even if it's just like high school, I don't know the rule sets or anything like that. But even going
Hmm.
out and saying like Splatoon and Smash is going to be a competitive thing sponsored by us. That's kind of huge because that I
That's
think
what I
they're
want.
yeah, right. Yeah, I want them to do that too. And the thing with Ultimate is like it's just I could it's so weird because right now we're I think halfway in the Nintendo Switch's life cycle, its lifespan. I mean, so
I agree.
what we could do is, whatever their next system is going to be, you know, let's say 5 years later, we get the new Nintendo console, and then there's like a couple, like 2 years later than that, we get another Smash Bros. I could maybe see it being Smash Ultimate and then with added content because right now we just have so many stages, so many characters. How can you create a whole nother game and do all of that licensing again and even try to make it better than Ultimate? You just can't, you know?
You
And
can't. You
I
can't.
I know for sure that Nintendo has a plan to do something with Smash. I know that for a fact because they just work years down the line. But I hope I even remember in Smash 4, it was like, damn, Sakurai needs a break. And then like after the base game, damn, Sakurai needs a break. And now the DLC, damn, Sakurai needs a break. It's just give
So it
him,
needs a break.
yeah, just give him the break. Jesus, you know what I mean? So it's
I agree.
I'm very curious on we could maybe I remember that period of Smash 4 where we just had like maybe 3 years of purgatory and people were just playing Smash 4. They were hanging on to their Wii U's because of Smash, and then Ultimate got
Right.
announced. Um, so I think everything's unexpected, but the last character, I am I'm cautiously optimistic because at the very end of Smash 4 we got Corrin, and we also got Bayo, which was cool too. But then at the
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
end of the first Fighters Pass, we got
I
Byleth
got
as well.
Violet.
Dude, that shit was on my birthday. I ordered McDonald's. I was chilling. I took the day off. I remember watching it. I was like, Sore for Smash, baby. Let's go. Sore for Smash. It was fucking Byleth. And I was like, damn, they really came right after me. And it's like, I'm not trying to.
Actually,
Oh, go ahead.
oh, okay. So I was actually thinking, like, honestly speaking, Byleth is okay, but let's be real. We can rearrange Fighters Pass 1 and make it more satisfactory to the audience. The
Mm-hmm.
fifth one, like for me, Joker is a good start. Go ahead and announce Hero and Byleth right next to each other just to piss us off. Bring out
Right.
Terry on the fourth one,
Mhm.
and then you end with Banjo and Kazooie, and people are gonna be like, "Blah!" Now,
Right. Right.
exactly.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it's
your
just
birthday would have been better if it's Banjo and Kazooie
I
showing up,
know
right?
literally anyone. I don't care who it was. Give me a squirrel. I'll take like I don't it's just so it is really weird because um it's like the Heihachi Mi costume, like people just thought Tekken was out. They thought Tekken was done. So now
Mhm.
I'm trying to go back and look at all these like third party Mi
Mm.
costumes and we got Lloyd. as the last Smash 4 costume in
Mhm.
Ultimate. So I'm like maybe we could still get a Tails rep, but I really hope not because that would be boring. But
Oh.
I just something about
Mhm.
Kazuya being I I really think it could be a Nintendo character because just the way that Kazuya was set up, it was a Namco Bandai rep. He has so many like inputs. He's a really special character. And then Sakurai talked about how he was working with Namco Bandai for almost the past decade. Just for me, kind of feels like, well, the last third party character should be a Namco Bandai rep. It should be Tekken because they've been helping with Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate for such a long time. I feel like this would kind
Right.
of be the perfect, here's your last crazy character. Um, so that's just, I've been thinking about that a lot.
Mhm. Mhm. For me, I am optimistic, but like what you said, you're cautiously optimistic of who the last one is going to be, right?
Mhm.
I mean, if Sakurai knows what a meme is, it's definitely not gonna be Waluigi. But
Right. Do you think we
but
could get like a
but I
bonus
am
character too, or?
oh, that's something I have in mind too. Like, what if this last one is two characters in one?
Mhm.
Like this is my last. Like I'm sure like Sakurai is gonna be like, this is my last gift to you guys,
Mhm.
and he's gonna like give us like a parting present, and it comes out of nowhere, Crash Bandicoot or Sora,
Right.
God forbid, or
I
uh,
love it. I love the honesty.
I'm, I'm really honest about Sora. I'm like, I really doubt like he's ever gonna be in Smash because of Disney.
Mhm.
But but then again, I digress. I'm sure this is gonna be, if let's say hypothetically speaking, the last one is a bonus. There's a bonus character.
Mhm.
It's a third party rep and a Nintendo rep.
Mhm.
But if not, it's just gonna be a Nintendo rep.
Yeah. Right.
That's it.
Yeah. Because something that really for me, it's like we haven't had a Zelda rep since Brawl. Like that's
Hmm.
crazy to me. Like our last new character from the Zelda franchise was Toon Link. And like
Right.
Ganondorf's had a redesign. I know Young Link is back in Ultimate, and they changed Link's design to Breath of the Wild. But to me, it just feels so weird that we have the Zelda 35th anniversary. Breath of the sequel to Breath of the Wild could possibly um, come out in 2022, like they said at this last E3. It just kind of makes sense that Nintendo would end it on their terms, but at the
Hmm.
same time, they have to know that they've been making all this money and getting all this hype from third party characters too. So
Right.
I'm thinking we could get like a crazy character. Let's just say something just wild. Like let's just say Master Chief, right? Because the fact that Steve's in here and Banjo's in here and Master Chief isn't, I'm just kind of like, because we got 3 Square Enix reps. We only have 2 Microsoft reps, so maybe we could get another one. Um, but I think it's going to be someone big, like a third party, or it could maybe even be like a Breath of the Wild 2 character, or maybe even the champions all in one type character, maybe like Pokemon Trainer, or
Ooh.
even Pyra and Mithra, or even a Breath of the Wild 2 Zelda, because she still might be playable. We don't know. But it's just like I don't know what else they could do for this last fighter.
Right. 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 Because that's the thing. Like I don't know. Like I think I want to approach it the same way how I approached Fire Spaz 2. Just go brain dead, expect the worst,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully come up with the best. And
Right.
honestly, aside from Min Min, I have nothing but satisfied with the current stuff that they've been
Yes.
spitting out. Min Min and
Exactly.
Violet are probably the only ones that are like, yeah, fine, just put him there. They're pretty good characters though in the game, not gonna lie.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But man, whoever this last one is, I'll agree with you. Like, if ever it's a third party rep, it's gonna be someone absolutely bonkers crazy.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Duke Nukem's for Smash. I'm kidding.
Five Nights at Freddy's and Smash. It's just like, oh
No,
gosh,
and
I
you
would,
can
I
switch.
would,
You can switch
yeah,
from Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica. No, please.
right. I've always kind of wished we had like a music character in Smash. Like I think the chorus kids would be so cool to Smash. Like that, like they're just
I
like
agree.
standing on each other or something. They're like or whatever, and you'd have to
That'd
like
be so
kind of
cute.
input like beat like at least a good rhythm and stuff like that. But
Yeah, I remember when they implemented the whole beat thing on Donkey Kong's Final Smash back in 4 and Brawl. Remember,
yeah,
like the
mm-hmm.
area of the beat becomes bigger. It would be
Right,
nice to have a rhythm character. It would be
yeah.
nice to have a rhythm
I feel like
character.
that'd be really dope. The only reason I don't think that we're gonna get a bonus character is because at the very end of the Sakurai presents, he was saying there is one more final character, and I was like, shit. Like I think he's just serious because whenever he does say stuff, he is pretty like he means it too. He's never
Right.
like he'll joke and stuff about like Easter eggs. Like I think it was real. Like if you look at the Greninja trailer for Smash 4, if you look at the very top, you can literally see a Pac-Man symbol. And this was before Pac-Man was announced for Smash 4. And I think they did that shit
Right.
on purpose. But I don't know. I think we could maybe see this last character get a trailer, maybe like with all the Smash characters in Ultimate. Like instead of just like, a couple characters like for Banjo, Kazooie or whatever. Like when we had like Diddy Kong, Donkey Kong, and K. Rool and then Banjo. I think maybe
Hmm.
they could just really show off in the trailer, like maybe even like Galeem and Brawl. They had like all the characters, and then Sonic comes out of nowhere and like kills Taboo or whatever. So I
God, I
think they're
remember that.
yeah. So I feel like if this is the last character, they might do a trailer with literally everyone in Ultimate.
Everyone on it.
You
Wow.
know?
I can't wait for that. I mean, they pretty much did that to Sephiroth when they cut
Yes.
Galeem into half, right?
Right. I
What are
know.
the chances though? Overwatch characters. Okay, never mind. I'm good.
Well, I
I'd
thought
love to
over
have Tracer.
yeah, I think Tracer would be really cool. I know there's the whole like Overwatch it was like some it was like had to do something with the Hong Kong protests, and I know they were going to release Overwatch at the Nintendo New York City store, but then they actually delayed
Mm-hmm.
and closed the event due to that
Yep, yep.
situation. So
Incident.
yes, the incident, and I don't know if Nintendo is keeping an eye on that for Smash, but I
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, like no one knows. Like it's
I agree.
it could be someone not even from like what if we got a World of Warcraft character? Like you know what I mean? Like it could literally be anyone from
Another
gaming.
anyone. Oh
Anyone.
God. Dude, I don't know with you, but I I am not ready to whoever it will be, but
Mhm.
it's really nice that throughout Smash One all the way to now, it's just nice to be able to experience all of this and how this game grew from its
Yeah.
actual roots. Like
Right.
back in the day when I was a kid, it blew my mind. You know, if we're talking about like characters that are blowing our minds popping into Smash, like I remember
Mhm.
the first time when, of course, Smash One, I was like, "Oh, Pikachu! Oh my God, so cool!" And then
Right.
when Melee came out, it blew my mind. I was like, "Oh my God, Mewtwo in Smash Bros!" When my friend told me
Yeah.
about Mewtwo in Smash Bros, I did not believe him for a second.
Mhm.
And the next thing you know, here I am swinging the magic wand, throwing stars using using Mewtwo, and
Right.
then Brawl surprised us with Sonic and Snake. I was like, oh my god, these guys are not from
Yes.
Nintendo. And
Right.
now like it's so nice to finally see an end to all of this in Smash. It's
Mhm.
very bittersweet that we're actually talking about it. That we're prepping for the last one. I
Right.
really feel like it's gonna come out this December, like
Yeah.
before the year ends.
Yeah.
And if Masahiro Sakurai at some point is listening to to this podcast
I love
at
you,
some point,
Sakurai, so much.
yes, me too. All right. You have inspired so many people. You know, if it wasn't for Masahiro Sakurai, I would have never known about King of Fighters. I would have never known about Fatal Fury. I would have never known about Terry Bogard. I'm
Mhm.
actually surprised at myself that I main a character that from a game I've never played, and
Right.
it just really makes me happy to explore video games I've never played.
Yeah.
That's what I've loved. That's definitely the best thing that I've always loved about Smash Bros.
Yes.
It's because of games I've never played. I've never played Kirby back then, and then I got it at the
Yeah.
SP. Never played Ocarina of Time before Smash 64. I only played Pokemon before I got into Smash.
Right. Yeah. I think is Melee rated T or is it rated E10? I can't remember, but I
I can't
remember
remember either.
I think it's maybe hold on. I just want to we're going to have to do some fact checking. I think it's
Go ahead, go ahead.
let's see. It's rated T. Yeah. So at
Right.
least in the States, but I remember when I was a kid, I was at Walmart with my mom and I saw Pikachu in the cover of Melee. And I was like, what is this game? I have to get this game. There's Pikachu. I have every single Pikachu game except for this one. And I was like, Mom, can I get this game? She goes, no, it's rated T. And I was like, oh, okay. And then my friend brought it over and we played, and I was like, this is the best game I've ever played in my life. And it's just, yeah, it's one of those things where you get really involved in different franchises. Like with Dragon Quest, I love the music in Dragon Quest. And when Hero got announced for Smash, they actually had like Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 on the Nintendo eShop. I bought all of them and I played them, and I was like, I'm in this franchise. And then I got Dragon Quest 11, and it's just all the little details you figure out in Smash. Once you see them in the actual game, you're like, he really put this game in Smash. And I think you can definitely see that with Tekken. He almost put just a whole fighting game with their mechanics into Smash. And I know
Right.
he's very focused on getting the character as they're viewed in their game into this. And I even remember when Cloud got announced, that was such a mind fuck back then. Because the first
I
thing they said,
cried. I remember
yes,
I cried.
yeah, it was huge. And in the at the very last Smash Presents for 3DS and Wii U, they said we did the impossible, but we made it happen. Cloud is for Super Smash Bros. And I was like, they can get anyone they want now. I think like that to me was when they said that and they showed him, like they could almost make anything happen.
And they truly did. Up to
Yeah.
this point, they've really shook our expectations. They really
Whoever
broke
it
all of our
is,
expectations.
it's like I don't even care who the last character is. It's
I
such a
agree.
great game. It's just the
I
roster's
agree.
phenomenal, you know.
I agree. I 100% agree. Man, I was surprised. That was actually pretty emotional to talk about.
No, it
That
is.
we're
It is
right.
really emotional because like my life is like would not be the same without like Nintendo and Smash and Sakurai and
I
stuff
agree.
too. So but I think it is really good to um like I know he wanted to finish on the other games, but Ultimate is just like if they could add stuff in the future and keep this game, because like we have so many songs, and like we could maybe even get like a story mode down the line in the future for DLC, or
An-
you know,
Another subspace emissary,
another subspace,
please.
dude, that would be so sick.
Fuck. I love subspace emissary so fucking
That
much.
was just so creative. Yeah, it was
It
just so
was.
good.
It was. See, like if I were to share like my love for Smash since the first one,
Hmm.
like it was clear to my little sister that I loved this game way too much back then. Though we spent more time together in the PS1, she's literally in the next room. She could probably hear this. I This Nintendo Switch would have never been possible if it weren't for her. She's the one who gifted me this
Wow,
alongside a copy of Smash Bros. And I was legit crying because
that's
she wasn't even here.
amazing.
She was in Melbourne, Australia, and it was like Christmas Eve. I don't during the Christmas when Smash Bros was actually released, then I was like,
Mhm.
God damn. Well,
Right.
I'll just play with my Wii. I think For Glory is still a good thing. I kept playing.
Yeah.
Like next thing you know, like um, I don't think she came home during that Christmas Eve, and she
Mhm.
was even kind of teasing me. Hey, it was like Kuya. Kuya in the Philippines means brother, older brother. It's
Mm.
like Kuya, Kuya. I got you this. I got you the bag when we were in Melbourne because she was studying in Australia at that time. I got you the bag in Melbourne that you wanted because I found this bag of like Link's shield, and it's nice and hard
Yo.
and acrylic. I was like, this looks cool. It's like
Yeah.
it was kind of expensive. I was like, okay, cool, cool, cool. You got me the
Right.
bag, and she was like, yeah, yeah, I did. And I
Aw.
was like, I was pretty much expecting the bag, and then I didn't see no bag when mom and dad came back home from Melbourne because they're flight attendants. They usually they visit my sister back then in Melbourne a lot, and then
Mm.
I was like, I didn't see something as big as a bag, and the next thing you know, it was like a disassembled Switch. I was like, whoa, wait, what the fuck is that? What the fuck? What the fuck? And I
Whoa.
started typing in all caps of my sister. I was like, what the fuck did you just give
Oh
me?
my gosh. That's
What did you?
amazing.
Yeah, it was the best thing ever. And
Dude.
she literally knew that I love this game,
Yeah.
and it's just so nice that the journey is about to call its final conclusion,
Mhm.
and it's so nice to have meet people like you, people
You
like
too, man. Yeah.
appreciate, yeah, exactly, like this community of Smash Bros. It's so nice to have seen,
Mhm.
evil moments. um it's so nice to see like the impossible to happen, like different
Yeah.
characters from games you've never thought about. Just really
Mhm.
goes to show that like fuck, everything is possible in this game, and
Yeah.
I'm glad to have joined this journey with you, man.
Yeah, dude, me too. It's insane how much like I know there was a lot of stuff in the pro Smash community that went ballistic in 2020, but
Oh
but
boy.
that doesn't ruin it for us and every other
I
single
agree.
person who plays Smash, right? So I think
I agree.
I think that was actually I think that made people realize it's not just all about the pros for one, and number two, it's like I think Smash is such a special game again because it's it's at the point where you can play it with friends and you can easily adapt to different movements and stuff to the point where you can get really interested in competitive play if you wanted to. It's not like if
True.
you play with all respect to like Tekken or something like that, where one person's figuring out and mashing and one person just comboing like crazy, right? Because you don't need combos to
Hmm.
kill in Smash. You can, like you were saying, you can just pick the moves you want to that you know will work. But it's
Hmm.
like the community is also absolutely amazing. And now we're kind of figuring out that there are a lot more good people out there playing Smash because of online, because not everyone can afford to like fly and go to tournaments and stay at hotels and pay for
I
food.
agree.
That's a lot for, just to enter a tournament in Smash. But it's like all the pro players aren't really by themselves. There are a lot more people that are
Hmm.
just as good, if not better. So I think
I
it's been crazy.
I remember when sorry. I remember, just to add to that point, like it doesn't just show up in Smash. Like example, like when Guilty Gear showed up, Maximilian, dude, the guy I follow with a passion over in YouTube, would always say that in fighting games, especially proven now with Guilty Gear,
Mm-hmm.
80% of the population are the people who are playing these games casually,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
right? Even I believe that for Smash.
Me
That
too.
GSP point thing, that's how many fucking players playing this game right now,
Yep.
right? And we're Elite Smash GSP right now is at the 9 million. How
Yeah.
fucking crazy is that? There's 9 million people, almost, even not more than 9 million people playing this goddamn game.
Yeah.
And God, it's so nice to know that my Terry's up there, but but it's so nice to know that people are picking this game up
Mm-hmm.
and they're learning. Like for example, right? One of my friends over in my stream would call himself I we have this meme going on in my stream wherein they change their Twitch names into Dip and Blue and then something right after. So my sister's called Dip and Blue Sister.
Mhm.
My one of my mod is called Dip and Blue Fan. I'm not bragging about this. They did this. I never told them to do this, but I'm like,
I love it. It's fun.
I love it so much too. But I'm like, guys, you're every time I freaking raid someone gets absolutely confused. Why are there 4 or
I'm
5
so sorry.
different
I was
blues?
one of them. I was like, thank you so much,
I
Dip and Blue
know.
fan. You were like, it was me, Dip and Blue. And I was like, I'm sorry.
Like I kept, every time I raid, I have to apologize. Like there's so
it's
many of them,
fine.
and then one of them, like even Robert says, like, Dean, I still have like 10 more days because Twitch has like this thing that you have like a 30-day thing that you can until you can change your name and shit like that.
My
So yeah, so
gosh, dude.
so one of them though is named Dip and Blue Student, and
Mm,
he's one of my he's really young. He's one of my since day one, since I was streaming Animal Crossing, he's been around,
right.
and he's always just been interested in learning the game. And
Mhm.
back then, when I was still like, when he wanted to join the game, he was salty as fuck. He was using Lucario, just spamming side smash, and
Mhm.
then he was like, you know what, I want to learn this game. And I'm like, from then on, I was like, damn, this is where the beauty, this is where Smash
Right.
shines.
Yeah,
Right.
it does definitely. And it's like something even as simple as it sounds, like there are people in my community who are like, I'm almost in Elite Smash. I want to get into Elite Smash. Like I can do this. And like we're all at different places. Like we all had to learn at one point, right? So I'm very
Right.
like at least in my streams and stuff like that, like I want people who are really good, but I also want people who like want to learn the game. So I'm not a streamer
Same.
who says competitive people only, because without I just feel like without without the non-competitive scene, there would be no competitive scene. Like the like
Yeah,
casuals make the competitive scene, you
I
know.
agree
Yeah,
100%.
it's like that's just how you do it, and it takes time to learn. And you just like, for me, like I just want to get my ass kicked as much as possible to try and get better and kind of learn it out too. Like I've been playing for a while, but I'm still learning. Like everyone's still learning. But
Exactly.
that's the beauty of Smash. It's also one of my friends. This was back in with when COVID started. He came over my dad's house, and I was just playing Smash and I was playing Elite, and I did like this
Mhm.
crazy nest combo or something, and I like stood up and I was like, yeah, get wrecked. And then my friend Enrique, who doesn't play Smash at all, he was just like,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Smash, but I can tell what you did was really cool and really hard. And I think Smash is so simplistic, but it's also so hype and crazy that people who don't play it can tell when someone's doing a good job. And it's like
Mhm.
Sakurai was saying, I mean, even Steve Jobs and stuff said this. It's really hard to make something simplistic. Like it's very hard
Right.
to get something very simple and make something really good out of it. So I think Sakurai is like a master of simplicity as well, especially looking simple but also being so balanced. It's just he's a god.
On the note of people creating things easy, I think I remember a tweet from the creator of that Smash clone, Rivals of Ether.
Mm-hmm.
He even said like, no matter how you try to keep things simplistic, someone out there is going to do their best to be pro at it. Like
Yeah.
out of the years of him making Rivals of Ether, this is literally the Smash clone to have. And I'm sure
Yeah.
like Sakurai also knows this in mind. Like, but yeah, like the casuals, again, 80 to 90% of the population playing right now. I
Yeah.
am dead sure of it.
Mm-hmm.
And we think we all started as a casual. I started as a casual. God
Yeah.
damn, I used to love with playing with fucking items. I
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Exactly.
and
Yeah.
then I hate it that I'm one of those people who are now like, why did you pick this stage? Why did you...
Exactly. That's my pet peeve too. It's like I don't want to kick you out, but just change your stage, please. But it's it's so crazy because it's like with Sephiroth, when like even a little bit before he was revealed, we got some Final
Mhm.
Fantasy games to the Switch. And then with Hero, we got some
Right.
games like some original ports to the Switch. And even Persona, we got Persona Strikers on the Switch too. So it's like, I think all these people who are like Square Enix fans and stuff are maybe possibly like just getting into Smash because of the like for us, like we get into their game because they're in Smash, but for them, they know the
Right.
game and they're getting into Smash, but for the same reason, for the character. So
Right.
there's just
The
something.
same reason how I
Yeah,
got into Final Fantasy VII, because
yeah.
of Sora.
Dude,
I got
me
I
too. I found out about Cloud like when I was playing Kingdom Hearts when I was like 13 or something. I was like, I saw
yeah.
Cloud and I was like, who's this dude with the big ass sword? And then I saw Sephiroth and I was like, who's this dude with the bigger ass sword? Like,
I felt the same way. I was like, God damn, that sword design is cool. Who is Cloud? And like, God
right.
damn. The same thing applies for Smash.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the beauty of it.
100%. I will say, I'm not trying to be that bitch, but how cool would it be to see Sephiroth and Cloud still fighting and then Sora comes in? Because that's kind of how it happened in Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm just saying
Oh my
I
god.
would lose because like at the when Sephiroth got announced, like
I wouldn't be mad.
I don't know if you remember this, but like at a part of the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, it's like you have to face Sephiroth as Sora, and he's absolutely insane. And then once you beat him, Cloud comes in and they fight, and then they disappear, right? So
Right.
Sora's like, where did they go off to? And then Tifo's like, they went to fight a great battle, and now people are making a meme out of it because they're in Smash. But
Smash.
it's just like, I don't know. I'm literally drooling over that, but I'm keeping my expectations in check.
I mean, I wouldn't honestly super mind, as much as I like making it as a joke that I don't want Sora in Smash, but I still wouldn't mind because I grew up with Kingdom Hearts. I
Yeah.
loved 1 and 2. And
Mhm.
you mentioning that last boss battle, although unpopular opinion, Sephiroth in KH1 was the harder Sephiroth over KH2 Sephiroth. Anyway, uh
I honestly can't remember, but I would not doubt it for a second, to be honest, too. Because Kingdom Hearts 2, you're just like, it's so fast motion controlled, and then Kingdom Hearts 1, you're just like slowly running, you're like, fire, fire.
Fire,
Yeah.
fire, heal.
Yeah. I love it.
Oh god. But yeah, so I don't know. If Sora comes out, I'll be happy. Master
Yeah.
Chief comes out, I'll be happy. Waluigi, my god, I'll be laughing my ass off, but I'll still be
Oh
happy.
my gosh, I would be too. Because I mean, he's an assist trophy, why not break that rule with the last character? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but
Remember, Little Mac was an assist trophy.
right, exactly. Well, it's interesting because with the thing with Little Mac, I don't think he's still an assist trophy, but I know Waluigi's like an assist trophy now in Smash Ultimate, and
Yes, he is.
I don't think they've broken the rule where there's an assist. Like, let's say Waluigi does get in Smash Ultimate, he's already an assist trophy in the game, so they could break that rule. But the
They
only
could.
thing I'm gonna just say it because I really want Sora for Smash, but the one
Go
thing
ahead.
I think Yoko Shimomura, the goddess who composes all the music and stuff, she's been doing a lot of work
Mm-hmm.
for the music for Terry, for Steve, for Ryu, Ken. She's been doing that in the game. If you go to the music section and look at the composition people, the
I did not know
composers,
this.
she's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she does a lot of work as well. So that's
Oh.
giving me hope for Sora. But the one other thing is that Sakurai is very focused on representing the character from their game perfectly into Smash. And I feel like you can't really do that with Sora without getting Donald and Goofy, you know? So and that's where it gets
True.
all fuzzy. So but they could do that for just the last character. I'm not sure. I'm super excited. Sakurai did say, like you were saying, it's gonna take a long time for this character, but we plan to have it before the end of the year. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that means it's going to be maybe an Echo Fighter as like another like a character with an Echo Fighter, because Echo Fighters were a huge thing when the game came out, and then they just kind of went away.
True.
You know, we haven't had one single character with an Echo Fighter in this whole pass, and it's
True.
weird
True.
to me
True.
that they just really highlighted it especially in that 2018 Smash Ultimate reveal presentation.
And we haven't gotten it as a DLC. Right,
Right.
right.
Yeah. So people might be forgetting about that, but we're just gonna have to sit here and wait. But
Sure.
cool.
Well, let's grab our popcorn treehouse and let's see who will pop out.
Let's see it. Yeah. I think that's pretty much it. Do you have anything else you want to talk about or
I'm good. That was really that was fun. And honestly, being a guest for the first time in a podcast was a very very exhilarating thing for me. And I really appreciate you inviting me over here, man.
of course. Yeah, dude, thank you so much for rating me that one day. I'm so glad you did so I could meet you and talk to you and everything. But guys, please, I'm gonna leave Dip and Blue's information um in the description of the video. So please go follow him on Twitch. Check him out. Um, 6 streams. I will forever use that Squidward emote as well. I
Oh
love
my
it
god.
so much.
Oh my
But dude,
god.
Dip and Blue, again,
Thank you so
thank you so
much.
much for doing this. Had an awesome time, dude.
I appreciate you inviting me over. And yeah, for everybody who's been on Treehouse's stream, thank you. You guys are like heckin' fun. Your mods are heckin' fun. And yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with you at some point. It's just our
Yes.
schedules just don't meet. One of these days.
Right.
One of these days.
We'll do it for sure, man. Definitely. All right, guys. Thank you so much and have a good one.